things
there were
south of town that's on Wayne White, because I came away with a feel.
Several days, up to a week, and you have to have people and equipment come in to fix it. That gets your attention, kind of like when...
that's a scary thought.
Let me tell you, the scariest part is what the price tag they put on to fix it.
Yeah.
Millions.
That's
you got underground, you got buried lines that are, the insulation's frayed, and they've been there 40 to 50 years, and it happens. But
Describe the temperature of the ground and the fence around one of the substations.
yeah, it evidently, there was an underground, one of the cables grounded or whatever. I don't know the exact term, but the ground heated up. The fence, the way I understood it, the fence was glowing.
Isn't that the same situation around some of the Airtex buildings?
Well, I don't know about that, but it's...
Or at least that's what you hear
just
people
think about
say.
how dangerous you could have some kid come up and
Yeah.
put their hand on the
Easily.
fence outside the
and
substation.
you have employees around there all the time.
That
And
was the
that's-
real concern. I think you got employees that have to
and
walk
I
into
think
those buildings.
The city council acted with a sense of urgency. Let's do it. Get it corrected now.
Absolutely.
So kudos to them for addressing
That,
it
and the other thing
immediately.
that I thought was real interesting was the discussion about picking up yard waste.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Honestly, quite honestly, we've had yard waste out in our alley that's gone on for like a week or two before somebody picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So that means, they've had people retire from the city and they haven't replaced them, and now you're getting into a sort of a manpower crunch.
I think they have 5 people now on Street and Bridge, and not that many years ago they had 11.
So you see.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. The real problem, I think, was for folks that had, say, a 70-year-old constituent or an 80-year-old constituent that has gotten the city to pick up their yard waste, branches, et cetera, for a lifetime. Mm-hmm. And they've done, a city council member or somebody with the city has talked to all the cities around us, Carmi, Mount Carmel.
Yeah, we're the only ones that do it.
There. Without having a person
You have to
out
have
there.
someone there.
And
And
that's
then
because
you're into you have a union contract. Okay, is that overtime for the person? I mean, it all comes down to money. That's true of a lot of things.
Because most of the time, if you're going to open up the dump for the public, I mean, it's probably going to be a Saturday.
yes.
Yeah, I mean,
They were talking about 2 Saturdays a month, but you have to have that employee out there. You either do split shifts
And
or
they
you
have to
give
have
them
someone there
overtime.
because they did it before, and there were TVs out there and tires. And again, what the mayor said, a few people screw it up.
Willing to pay an extra $5 a month, say, and it's on your garbage disposal bill or
Garbage bill, yeah.
Garbage bill. You willing to pay an extra $5 a month to be able to generate the $100,000 plus that it's going to take for the 2 employees and the truck they need to be able to go around and pick up that stuff.
all right. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hey, why not have like a spring cleanup and a fall cleanup and take it to the dump?
It's a good idea.
Just
Yeah.
have it one day in the spring, one day in the fall.
Well, I think they did that in spring, and they're getting ready to have another one.
Yeah, they are having a fall cleanup day. But I think the point is, have the dump open that day.
I think they did.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
All right.
I know they did because I used
Because
it.
they had a dumpster down there available.
But we're talking about like a branch falls down in my
Yeah.
backyard.
Yeah.
Then I
Good-
put it
good
in the
thought,
alley.
though.
Right.
That is a good thought. I'm
Right,
not
yeah.
trying
Thanks
to
for calling.
Absolutely.
If a branch calls down in your backyard, you're cutting up for firewood. I know you.
Me, I'm putting it in the back of my pickup truck. I'm taking it out south.
Yeah.
But not everybody has that opportunity.
That's true.
So anyway, I thought it was fascinating the time that I was in. Now, where did it end up on? Because I had to leave. Where did it end up as far as the marijuana sales?
Yeah.
Well,
He says in a
the
hauntingly.
mayor just said before they do anything, they're going to have a public hearing.
I like that. I like that
And
idea.
That's what I think the Illinois Municipal League recommends. And there was a website, and you can go to and look at it, and you can opt out of it. I believe you can allow the sale. You can also collect a 3% sales tax.
Why only 3%?
I don't know.
I mean,
I guess that's the
what
maximum.
are cigarettes taxed
I
at?
don't know.
Oh, more than that.
I mean, you're
I
smoking.
found
you're
that
smoking
That's the
interesting
local
as
share,
well.
though. I mean, the state's already getting a big chunk of
Okay,
it.
that's true.
But 3%, I guess that's the max.
Fascinating.
And
meeting.
one thing at the end, under miscellaneous, Alderman Moore brought up about a dilapidated property, evidently in his ward, that was really, and it's very unsightly. And there are a few of those around. And
I think there's multiple in every
Yes.
ward in the city.
But the mayor brought up an interesting proposition. I know the city of Mount Vernon does this. When they do appropriations, they appropriate X amount of dollars for building demolition. That way, when someone says, "Okay, I'm done. I'll just abandon. I'll sign the property over to you."
Yeah.
That gives them dollars to work with to tear a structure down and dispose of it.
And then gives
then
them
you've got a property.
assets as in
Yes.
property, yeah.
Now they may only be able to afford 2-3 a year, but that's over a 5-year period. That's 15
Yeah.
structures.
Incremental.
I kind of like
Yeah,
it.
you got to start somewhere.
That is a interesting
So I thought
concept.
All
that
right.
was-
Well,
yeah, that was
anybody with
interesting.
questions, here's the city council expert sitting right next to me here. And we can talk about it. But right now, we sure do.
Give us the bunk.
Birthday. No, I love that.
You gotta
birthday-
hold out for that.
You
one.
do. I'm sorry. Birthdays today. Nancy Culp, born on this date in 1921. Anybody?
Nancy Culp.
Uh,
I know that
Jane
was
Hathaway.
That's it
Miss
from the
Jane.
Beverly Hillbillies. She died in 1991 at the age of 69. She was a lieutenant in the Navy in World War II.
Didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Was in the publicity department and in GM in the late 1950s. Got a chance to be in a movie, The Model and the Marriage Broker. She also then appeared in movies like, and I don't remember this, Shane, Sabrina, and A Star Is Born.
What?
Really?
She was in all those features.
It's Jane.
She was also in the Bob Cummings Show, which I loved as a little kid. Perry Mason, and she was in a couple of other movies. The Three Faces of Eve. She was in The Parent Trap, and she ran for Congress.
Wow.
Ran for Congress,
Ran for
really?
Congress.
Wow.
Here's the inside story on that. She ran for Congress in 1984, and she got beat. But in the campaign, Buddy Ebsen came out against her.
Ooh.
Doggies.
Doggish.
And she lost bad, 66-33, and she almost never forgave him, even though he apologized afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really
That
help.
doesn't really help, does it?
Yeah.
But I thought that was very interesting. Donald O'Connor was born on this date in 1925. Died in 2003 at the age of 78. He was from Chicago, but he spent much of his youth in Danville.
Really?
Best known for the movie Singing in the Rain in 1952 with Gene
Classic.
Kelly. He shared a lot of time with his Uncle Bill, though, in Danville, and got his start in the movies in late 1930s. He took a hiatus in World War II and was in the Army. And he was the lead role in one of my favorite series of movies.
Mr. Ed or Francis the Talking Mule?
Francis the Talking Mule.
I thought when you said that name, I thought, I think that's Francis the Talking Mule.
You're right. You nailed it, buddy. Shania Twain is 54 today.
Depends on where you're from. How do you pronounce that?
Oh, so it's something else?
Someplace it's Shania.
Yeah.
I've heard it pronounced Shania
Shania.
before.
Not here.
Shania.
It's
It's
Shania.
Shania.
And she's a mighty fine 54, I might say.
Yeah.
You know, her parents were killed when she was a teenager. She raised her siblings. A lot of poverty. So,
Wow. Well, she's been very successful.
yes, she has.
Yeah.
Her real name, she was born as Ellen Regina Edwards.
Okay.
Changed her name for performance purposes. Canadian songwriter, sold over 100 million records. She's known as the Queen of Country Pop.
And lost her husband to one of her best friends.
Yes, she did.
Ooh.
1995.
One of her ex-best friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't clarify that, did I?
She did The Woman in Me. That album sold 20 million albums. Man, I Feel Like a Woman on tour all the way through 2018. She's a vegetarian, which for me, food is food. I'll eat anything that's put in front of me.
Well, she can now go to Burger King and get a meal.
That's
so-
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fried Chicken. She has Lyme's disease. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
That weakened her voice, and that's why she took some time off before she went on this most recent tour. Married 2 times, 1 kid. She lives in Switzerland.
Okay.
Yeah. Leanne Rimes, also born this date.
Is that a state close to where Casey Kasem is buried? In
Is
Denmark?
Is he in Switzerland? Oh, he's in Denmark.
Yeah.
We're still trying to find Casey. We think he's been planted.
I hope you do. His voice.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. 2 times. Leanne Rimes. Born Margaret Leanne Rimes Cibrian. Oh, actually, she was Margaret Leanne Rimes. That's her married name, Cibrian. Stardom at 13 years of age. She did the song Blue.
Yeah, and then she redid the Patsy Cline song, too, didn't she? Crazy?
Yes, she did. 2 Grammys. She sold 37 million records. Filed a lawsuit versus her father and former manager, claimed that they stole $7 million from her. That kind of probably messes up the old Christmas time family
Yeah,
dinner.
it does mess up the
wouldn't it?
bank account.
So anyway, she's had some problems. In 2012, she was treated for anorexia. No, not anorexia. Anxiety
Anxiety, okay.
and stress.
All right. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hi, this is Jeff.
Hello?
Hello? You're on Morning Coffee.
Hi.
I don't think she wanted to be on the air.
I don't think so.
Okay. Also on this date in history, the first radio commercial aired on WEAF in New York City. The Queensboro Realty Company brought 10 minutes of time in that time for $100. There you go.
Okay. All right.
He also played a lot of hometown realty spots. 1939, the first successful flight of a jet-propelled airplane took place in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
The Hinkel 178 just about changed the course of the war.
It did. It did. Had they, a lot of experts say that had they actually got those jets in production and into service before 43 or 44, it would have changed the course.
Think
of the
that
war.
you're a prop pilot trying to compete in the air with a jet.
That's why they bombed the ball bearing factories
At
back to the
Schweinfurt.
stones.
That's right.
That's where, when I lived in Germany,
Couldn't get the planes, but
You were there where they bombed it, huh?
well, we were about 10 miles from Schweinfurt.
You get the bearings.
And,
Can't fly.
And from what my understanding when I was over there, I guess everything is still there underground.
Oh.
They just blew it up and covered it in.
Son of a gun.
Wow.
1963, this was the date that Dr. Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech.
Yeah.
1970.
That's a good one.
It's a big one.
It's a good one.
72, Mark Spitz captured the first of his 7 gold medals in the Summer Olympics in Munich, Germany.
It's amazing when you see pictures of Mark Spitz from 1972. He's got a little pooch. He's got a big mustache, and nowadays, and he's got those little Speedos on. Nowadays, you look at swimmers, and they've got no hair.
No.
They're wearing like a bodysuit almost.
And they're almost an absolute triangle. I mean, their shoulders are so wide. It's amazing.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, actually.
Triangle.
With no paunch.
Our
whatsoever.
triangles are in the middle, though.
That's right. 1996, a divorce decree issued for Britain's Charles and Princess Diana. This is when they split up. Music history, 63. Peter, Paul, and Mary perform Blowin' in the Wind before civil rights marchers gathered in Washington to hear Martin Luther King Jr. speak.
Somebody asked me the other day that we heard that song, and they said,
Blowing in the Wind?
What does that mean? I said, well, it's marijuana. Because, the smoke is blowing in the wind.
Isn't it amazing how it all comes back to that here?
And I really don't know what the answer is, but I think it has something to do with the civil rights movement.
Puff the Magic Dragon,
Yeah. Who some people will argue that is not a drug-related song.
Yeah. All right.
How could it not be?
19... Come on, there's a dragon. It's in the forest.
It's a magic dragon, and you're puffing on it.
He lives by the sea.
In a land called Hominy. Homily.
Honolly.
Honolly.
Honolly?
Homily.
I love
Not
this.
hominy.
That's gonna be stuck in my
Not
head.
hominy.
Yeah.
But Honolly.
Nobody likes hominy.
Why do you guys keep
Have you ever eaten hominy?
I'm sorry.
I'd eat it right now. Put it in front of me. Give me a great big old portion. I'll eat some hominy.
He'd probably eat the can, the hominy can.
Lick the plate.
You know what I had for
84.
lunch yesterday?
I'm sure you're going to tell me before the show's out. I'm struggling right now, okay? Throw me a bone. No, don't throw me a bone. I'll eat it. 84, the Jackson's Victory Tour broke the record for the most concert tickets ever sold, 1.1 million, to see Tito, Michael, and whoever else is on the Jackson 5.
There were 6 of them, I think.
Jermaine?
The last time they
Jermaine?
went. Let's see, okay, there was Jermaine, Tito, Marlon,
God, he's
Michael.
good at this.
You're scaring me, Mark.
It's good. Keep
Wow.
going. Keep going.
Who was the other one?
Bob.
Randy. There was Randy Jackson, who went on tour with him the last time, and then there was a 6th one.
I'm so sad to see this.
Bob.
Yeah.
I'm so sad to see
Bobo.
this. I just got a message that
Bubbles. That's who it was.
Mary Ellen Harris passed away this morning. 4:44 this
no.
morning. Yes. What a lovely lady.
One of my favorite high school teachers.
Oh, that's so sad. I hate to see that. There's going to be, there'll be details coming up during the noon news.
Yep.
But that of course is Dave Land, the legend's mother-in-law, Kathy Land's mother. And so my prayers for them.
Yeah,
I'm so
absolutely.
sorry.
I hate
A
to hear
very,
that.
very fine lady.
I knew she was ailing
Yeah,
earlier this
yeah.
week. Had heard that and really hate to hear that.
Yeah, I got to take a moment. That really kind of knocks me
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
We do have a question of the day, so let me give that to you before we
Okay.
take a break. Question of the day provided by the great provocateur Ken Odie. Participation in high school football declined by 31,000 nationally last season. Do you understand why some parents are against their sons playing football? We ask you that. That's the question of the day, and we'll have the answers after we come back from this break on Morning Coffee.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by NHTSA.
Ready for yoga class?
I'm dragging today. I just haven't been eating great lately.
You should try a GNC multivitamin.
Aren't those expensive?
No, they're only $9.99. GNC One Daily Multis are scientifically formulated and quality checked. It's why they're the most trusted nutritional supplement brand in the world.
And only $9.99?
Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
With wellness that affordable, I could spend more money on yoga pants.
Stop into GNC or visit gnc.com/multis to get the highest quality wellness essentials like Women's Ultra Mega or Mega Man One Daily Multivitamins for only $9.99.
This week is Carnaby's last summer hurrah. For all summer clothing, 1/2 off of 1/2. The Carnaby girls will be starting off the holiday by closing at 3 p.m. this Saturday. Don't forget that all roads lead to game day, and the Mules tees are now restocked, available in youth and toddler sizes too. Labor a little, enjoy a lot. This week into the weekend. At Carnaby Square, they're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and open late on Thursday till 7 for your shopping convenience.
3 generations ago, friends and neighbors banded together to energize the future. They brought power to the community and built an electric co-op. Today, your local co-op proudly stands as a part of the national network of Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, which means you receive best-in-class service for your community at an affordable price.
Wayne White County's Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Get the whole family ready to step into that famous back-to-school feeling with Famous Footwear's Buy One, Get One Half Off sale going on now. That's 1 pair of checkered Vans for him and half off Adidas for her. Fresh new Timberlands for her and half off new boots for you. Shop top brands that'll make your family feel like they're on top of the world. Famous Footwear, because everyone deserves to feel a little famous. Buy 1 item, get a second item of equal or lesser value for half price. Some exclusions apply.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when two teenage boys went on a killing spree at Columbine High School?
Everyone around me got shot, and I begged him for 10 minutes not to shoot me. And he just put the gun in my face and saying that it was all because people were mean to him last year.
Jack Kevorkian began a 10 to 25-year jail sentence. At the Masters, Jose Maria Olazabal won his second green jacket. And after 21 NHL seasons, the great one, Wayne Gretzky, hung up his skates.
I'm going to miss it. I hate the fact that I have to retire in a lot of ways, but time does something to you, and it's time.
Meanwhile, any radio station worth listening to is playing hits like these.
Wear sunscreen.
All these songs came out together, but when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with whom? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit CSI Insurance Brokers in Fairfield today at csiinsurancebrokers.com.
April 1999.
TLC and No Scrubs, the top song of April 1999. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Are you thinking about changing jobs and want to make good money with benefits? Come to Champion Labs' hiring event at their Albion, Illinois facility on Tuesday, September 10th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. to talk with them about a job. Champ is looking to fill machine setup, fork truck, and assembly positions. Champ offers good pay with increases, and you're paid weekly. Benefits include insurance, paid holidays, vacation, and 401k to support you and your family. If you are interested in assembly, machine setup, or other skilled opportunities at Champ, stop by their Albion, Illinois facility. Visit champlabs.com or come to Champ's hiring event on Tuesday, September 10th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Champ is where you can find a great job with an opportunity to personally grow and advance. See you on September 10th. Champion Laboratories in Albion is an equal opportunity employer. You can also find them on Facebook at Champion Laboratories Incorporated.
If your doctor has ordered lab and diagnostic services, there's no need to travel far. You can have them performed locally at Wabash General Hospital's Albion Medical Clinic. You do not have to be a patient to use these services. Just bring in your doctor's order during normal business hours. Good things are happening at Wabash General Hospital. For more information about services offered at Wabash General Hospital's Albion Medical Clinic, call 618-445-8170, go to wabashgeneral.com, or check them out on Facebook.
All right.
We're back. By the way, before I get into the question of the day, lovely Kathy Burkett was here yesterday. Just a nice lady. She had something she was going to promote. She never got the chance to. I found her note here. The Wayne County Soil and Conservation District fall fish sale is set for delivery on Thursday, the 26th of September. Grass carp deadline is September 12th. All other fish orders are due September 23rd by noon. You can stop by their office at 233 Industrial Drive or pick up an order form, and you can call them at 618-842-7602, extension 3. So I just wanted to say that.
Do those come with slaw and hush puppies?
I was just thinking the same thing. I'll have some walleye with some fries and hush puppies.
Fried fish.
You're gonna launch my.
Oh, that's right.
To comb my hair.
Fried fish. Oh, mama.
Stop licking the microphone cover.
All right. The question was, and it was provided as, this guy likes to stir it up, Ken Odie. Participation in the high school football arena declined by 31,000 nationally last season. Do you understand why some parents are against their sons playing football? It was really like 4-1. 204 votes yes. They understand why people are against their sons playing football, and 49 no. I just got a comment from Tommy. He said we started in 5th and 6th grade.
Oh, I started earlier than that.
Really?
Yeah.
We had a 7th and 8th grade team. I remember getting some of the very first air helmets with the safety equipment that continues to develop the rule changes and the work that athletic trainers do to recognize concussions. The sport is now safer than it ever has been. If your kids play soccer, they have a pretty high chance of a concussion there too. And that's a good point.
Yep, they do.
I don't see anything wrong with football. So I thought that was an interesting quote.
I remember growing up, I mean, it used to be, you'd get hit, you'd see stars, and you'd be wobbling around, and coach would come over and grab you and say, come on out for a play, you just got your bell rung. I can remember getting hit so hard in high school football, my helmet split down the middle.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, and it was, it was like, and what's the first thing? I'm looking for another helmet.
Sure. You just want to go back in. 1,800 people looked at this, 253 votes. Nate had an interesting point. Too many injuries. I'm personally letting my son develop a little more before I let him play. Coach Townsend was an amazing player, and he told me he didn't even start until he was in 8th grade. It's definitely grown in our area thanks to our great program. I didn't start playing tackle football until I was in 8th grade.
I started playing in 3rd.
Shoo.
We have a 3rd and 4th grade tackle team.
They don't play a lot, but you talked about the number of kids that play here in Fairfield. Our numbers are as good as or better than just about any team in the South. Coach Townsend, there are 60 some kids out for football this year, freshman to senior.
Success helps that.
Yeah,
sure does,
but not necessarily.
Yeah.
Renee says, is it really a decline because of injury or because a lot of kids are home alone and not outside like we were? They would rather be inside playing video games.
Point.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Zach says, why not make it tag football so no one gets hurt? Well, my problem with that, Zach, is they'll still get hurt. You can still get concussions.
How many times growing up were you playing tag football and somebody comes from behind you and gives you a shove, said tag,
little tag.
You're down and you go crashing into a fence or something.
I think he was being sly here. He goes on to say, it's football. It's meant to be contact. Don't want your kids to get hurt. Don't let them play. So Zach was making a point.
But there's an opportunity to get hurt in any sport.
True. In the days of the old thing, like the cutback block, the old, we call them a decleater or a slobberknocker.
Yeah, slobberknocker, yeah.
That's done. There's no place for it in football. There never has been. Mm-hmm. But it's always, that was a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Not anymore. That's a 15-yard penalty, and if it was deemed intentional, it's ejection.
We always called a slobberknocker when you got hit so hard that your helmet turned sideways.
Looking at the ear hole.
That's right.
Because
it knocked the slobber right out of your mouth.
I remember being in the pattern for a pass, the other guy, the other receiver, catching it and going down the sidelines, and a guy in hot pursuit, and I came from nowhere and hit that guy head on into our bleachers. What I'm saying is he didn't see me. I came from the other direction, and it was a train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
That fortunately I won. But would that be illegal now?
Yes.
See,
I mean, it's not the contact; it's lowering the shoulder to hit him. Why can't you just put your hands out?
I know.
Well, if they're running along the sideline, just give them a shove.
I mean, that's all you got to do.
That guy still doesn't know his name.
It doesn't look as impressive, but and fortunately, I know that our coaching staff down here teaches it proper way to block, proper way to tackle.
Yeah,
and it's kids play like they're coached.
Well, I mean, we were taught when I was in high school, and this was 30 plus years ago, that you never lead with your helmet. You always lead if you're going to you put your face mask in somebody's chest.
Right.
You see what you're hitting.
Yeah. that's the changes. And I think something has to do with also what we're seeing in professional football does not help inspire young people to be involved in youth football. That's just my opinion.
I can remember when they abolished blocking below the waist. The knee injuries were here.
They went down a lot.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It tanked. So it's,
All
they're looking at it, making it safer every year. So
let's.
I have no qualms about someone playing football.
Let's change the topic for a second. Let's talk about food.
Really? You want to talk about food?
Popeyes Chicken sells out of chicken sandwiches.
I love Popeyes fried chicken.
Popeyes Chicken is selling out of its new chicken sandwich. The fried chicken chain said it expected some serious demand for the sandwiches, which launched just a couple of weeks ago. Where's the closest Popeyes to us?
There's one in Effingham.
Is there?
Yes.
Is there one in Mount Vernon, the truck stop?
There might be. There might
Is that
be.
a Popeyes?
I think it is.
Locations are running out of this sandwich. Restaurants that have some sandwiches on hand are expected to be dry by the end of the week. How do you not have enough chicken sandwiches?
You're a chicken restaurant.
You got to have chicken.
Yeah.
Anyway, however, Popeye says it's working with suppliers to get more sandwiches into the restaurants as soon as possible. Well, it seems like a wise thing to do. Fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've invited you to lunch tomorrow. I'm not
Yes.
quite sure what the menu is.
I'm sure it will be good.
It's going to be the Rotary meeting. This is the Rotary meeting where they bring all the coaches in from the
Yep.
fall. So I can watch you eat.
Yes, you can.
Okay. By the way, here's another good food story. Bluebell releases its new flavors for the fall.
Ice cream?
Flavors?
Ice cream flavors.
Oh, blue.
You were thinking of bologna, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I was thinking of Bluebell bologna.
I guess there's more flavors
like they
than
have
one than
down
bologna.
At Johnny's.
They've got garlic bologna, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
There's different flavors of bologna?
Yeah.
How
Do
about-
they still make? And I'm sure they do. I got to go down to Johnny's and check this out.
Johnny, give us a
Pickle
call
loaf.
if you're
Remember
listening.
pickle loaf?
Yeah, or olive loaf?
Yeah.
What about olive loaf?
Yeah.
We
Little
need
thick slices,
somebody.
Pepper jack cheese, spicy mustard.
Oh, yeah.
We need somebody who's a connoisseur of bologna to give us a call.
Yeah, that's us, I think.
No, that's true.
Bologna. I always like that.
Bologna.
Do you want to eat bologna?
It's
No,
bologna.
Well, take a listen to these new flavors offered up by Bluebell. Salted caramel cookie cream.
Ooh, I bet that's good. That sounds pretty dang good right there.
I'm kind of.
You're frothing at the mouth
Kind of
over there,
water's coming to the mouth here. Caramel or caramel? Caramel or caramel? What is it?
Yeah,
It's caramel. Yeah,
It is.
it's yeah.
Depends on where you're at.
Just like Reese's and Reese's.
No,
Caramel
don't
and
get us into
caramel.
that again. Caramel.
Bull and
bull. I'm gonna
we got into that discussion yesterday too.
A caramel ice cream full of vanilla cream filled cookies and a swirl of salted caramel. So that's caramel with caramel.
So it's vanilla ice cream, caramel ice cream
Uh-huh.
with
With
Oreos
a little
With
vanilla
Oreos in
cream, and yeah, put some Oreos in it. Happy Tracks.
Happy Tracks.
A vanilla ice cream with a dark chocolate fudge swirl and chocolate coated peanut butter cups.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh gosh, I do miss that about
You
Texas.
can tell we're old when we get really excited about ice cream.
Yeah, we didn't dwell long on Shania Twain, but we're going to talk about this for a while.
Happy Tracks. Shania Twain Happy Tracks. Give me the Happy Tracks.
Yeah, she's getting old. Give me the ice cream.
Now, if you can give me Shania Twain bringing me some
Oh, there
Happy
you
Tracks,
go.
I'd be in home
That's
heaven.
not bad. You can do that. Hey, Shani, over here.
Bring the Happy Tracks.
Bring the Happy Tracks.
Double scoop.
Hey, come here. I got something to show you. And while you're on the way, can you stop by the kitchen and pick up the ice cream?
Yeah, give me that TV remote, too.
Here's one of those you just can't figure out.
That's just it? No more?
Well, that's all the food I
Okay.
got. Things are going forward. I just want to report.
Okay.
I'm moving forward with the diet.
Yeah.
All right, take a cleansing breath.
This is one of those ones you just can't figure out. A Mexican woman severely injured after she fell while doing yoga off her apartment balcony.
What, 6 floors up?
It was, let me look, 80 feet. 80 feet up.
That goat must have pushed
6th
her.
floor. 6th floor. You're right, Ken. You knew
That goat
this.
must have pushed her.
Yeah, we'll blame the goat. She's using the bar on the outside of her apartment balcony to go up into a yoga position.
Kids, don't try
upside
this
down.
at home.
Don't do that, and don't get anywhere near the Fairfield substations, okay? That's just another little piece of advice.
Do not do yoga on that fence.
You won't have to worry about it. You won't get to the handstand if you're doing it on the Fairfield substation fence. Anyway, she fell. She fell from 80 feet, 6 floors, doing this stupid yoga stand on the balcony.
Is that an official name for a yoga pose? The stupid
This
yoga
is stupid.
stand?
Well, don't do it on the balcony. She fell. It could take her 3 years to walk again.
Man.
She had severe fractures to her arms, her hips, her head.
She's lucky she's alive.
Yeah.
Neighbors say she did it all the time.
Well, apparently the goat, after he pushed her off, ran down the stairs and gave her CPR.
Blame the goat.
Yep.
Here's one. Where do you stand on this? I need your opinions.
Apparently not on the balcony, I'll tell you that.
A New Jersey woman is taking issue with the New York Giants. They charged her $800 to attend their games because she brought her baby. The baby in question is 4 months old and only sits in the laps of his parents. The season ticket holding mom says when she arrived to see her favorite team during preseason in August, she was told she'd need to buy the baby a ticket on his own. Despite explaining her son would not sit in a seat, she was told everybody has to buy a ticket to attend the game. As it turns out, they eventually did let the baby stay for the game on a one-time courtesy basis. The Giants have announced they are in the process of revising this policy. What do you think about that?
I think I'd find a babysitter.
I wouldn't take a baby to an NFL game, would you?
Not that.
No.
I'm with you totally.
I mean, they can fly.
Not
they can fly
not
free.
to see the Giants anyway.
They can fly free in a mom's lap. Why can't they go to a sporting event?
Yeah.
I think at Busch, I think you can go in with a baby as long as it sits on your lap.
Right.
I don't know.
You know,
I'm not taking a baby.
Just don't try and sneak that
I
baby
mean, I remember
in
last time we went, my wife got really tired of me sitting on her lap. We saved that ticket, Lenny.
Honey, could you get me some popcorn? Yes, Rita, I will. Can you shift your weight a little bit? You're kind of my leg is going to sleep. Oh my! Well, remember Gronk?
Yeah,
Rob Gronkowski
for the Patriots.
Yeah, I got one more thing to do, and then we got to get just questions for the
always
day.
loved his commercials. Tide Pods.
Yes.
He always did the Tide Pods commercials.
Yes. He's got a model for a wife. He was the kind of guy that could change a game. He was a man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's encouraging the major sports. Getting a load
He's
of
now
this.
retired, by the way.
Yes, he is. And he's become his pitch man. Guess for what?
I don't know.
ED?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank God not. That's Jimmy Johnson's area.
Yeah.
Former NFL great Rob Gronkowski is encouraging the major sports to update its policies to allow for medical marijuana treatments for its players. Gronkowski said CBD has helped him with pain and all injuries he suffered as a tight end for the New England Patriots. The 30-year-old, he'd retired at 30.
Yeah.
The 30-year-old retired.
Well, how many concussions did he have?
I don't know if that has anything to do with CBD. I don't know if that's going to help you. Is it?
No, I don't think it
Concussions?
helps you with that, but I think that's
So it's
why one of the
pain
reasons why
management.
he retired, because he had so many concussions.
He has 3 Super Bowl rings, and he's become a business partner for CBD Medic, the company.
And of course he's done everything he can do in football.
Yes.
Yeah, you got 3 rings.
Yeah.
He's 30 years old. He's probably a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
And now he's invested in this. What do you think about allowing medical marijuana for athletes? What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it personally.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know that that's such a bad thing. Tell you the truth.
As long as it's medical marijuana used for the treatment of some sort of illness.
Right, and for pain management.
Agreed.
You know, because
some of these guys,
those guys take a beating.
I'm going to tell you,
they do.
Before it's over with, that's going to become the issue. Not kids getting in football. It's going to be when you start doing autopsies on 45-year-old former NFL players, and it's because they died because of the hits they took, and the last 5 or 6 years they didn't know who they were.
Well, there's already been a lawsuit by the Players Association.
I think it's going to be a while before the new rules curve takes effect, because some of these guys that are out there now have taken these hits.
Yeah.
And the guys that are starting now, probably
Right.
not so much later on.
You see, and Ken, I want you to look for a second. When you take a severe hit like that, I want you to look across the board. This is what happens.
Yep.
Yep. That's true.
It's the old helmet splitter.
Yep. All right.
Give us the questions.
I'll tell you what we're going to do this morning.
Okay. We're going to do something different?
We're going to test your knowledge of high school mascots.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
This is fun.
All
The
right.
advent of high
This
school
is
football.
fun.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
All right, because you're going to have a rough. This guy over here is great at this, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to know several of these.
All right.
The most popular mascot name in the state of Illinois.
Okay, I got
All
it.
right, and I'm going to give you the name of the school, and then you guys will have to do
Perfect.
is give me the Argo, Hoopston, DeKalb,
hold on. Just slow down.
Freeport, New Berlin,
I know that one.
Southwestern Community.
Is that Piasol?
Southwestern? Did you say?
Southwestern Community High School.
Is that Piasol Southwestern?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to help you. isn't it?
Lincoln,
Lincoln.
Plano, Cobden, Fulton, Fisher, Freeburg.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead. I've got several here. Mattoon.
I got that one.
Yeah, I bet you do. Coal City. Roxana.
Oh, I know those. This is where
I think I know that
Elk
one, too.
Grove.
Yep.
Sumner.
Sumner.
When Sumner had a high school.
Okay.
It's their mascot. New Harmony.
Illinois?
Indiana.
Indiana. Okay.
We're getting out of
I
state
wouldn't-
now.
I
Across the
wouldn't
river.
know
Rochelle, Illinois.
Okay.
And Morton, Illinois.
All right. I'll
All right.
throw in another one for you.
All right.
When Witt, Illinois had a high school.
I know it.
The Nitwits.
Nope.
I know it. This is going to be fun.
You know Witt?
Yes, I do.
All right.
We'll be back after this.
Listen for the Frontier Community College Sports Instant Replay every weekday at 7:45 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. Each day, we bring you a highlight from one of our sports broadcasts throughout the year. You don't want to miss it as we remember all those great plays. Frontier Community College Sports Instant Replay each weekday at 7:45 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. on WFIW 104.9, WFIWradio.com.
The race is on at Holiday World and Splash and Safari in 2020. Go head-to-head against your family and friends on Cheetah Chase, the world's first launched water coaster. Winning comes easy at Holiday World and Splash and Safari with their free unlimited soft drinks, free unlimited sunscreen, free parking, and unlimited rides and slides. Act fast today to always be a winner and save up to $49 per person on their 2020 season passes. Slide on over to holidayworld.com for the biggest savings now through September 15th.
You decide because you know where you belong. Wabash Christian Village in Carmi for short-term inpatient rehab. You decide because you know where you belong. You decide. Wabash Christian Village in Carmi, Grace Point Rehab, 382-4644.
If you're hungry for some delicious Deep South barbecue, then go down to the Big Deal store at WFIWradio.com and purchase the $20 gift certificate for only $14.
Hi, this is Megan Berg with People's National Bank. Do you shop on multiple online websites? Are you tired of having to enter your card number and address for every online purchase? People's National Bank has a solution for you. Visa Checkout allows you to safely shop multiple websites and have multiple shipping addresses with just one username and password. It's simple, speedy, and a safe way to pay online. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Fairfield area weather forecast calling for sunshine today, high 80. Clear tonight, low 55. For tomorrow, sunshine, high 85. Partly sunny, 85 on Friday. And for Saturday and Sunday, partly sunny with a high 82. Overnight low 70. Yesterday's high was 82. Overnight low was 63, rather. Currently, humidity at 81%. Winds are calm. Pressure at 30.05. Right now, sunshine and 67 here at the WFIW studios. Radar looking very good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. How about band music to get us back into this one about high
That's
school?
the Fairfield City Band. Go ahead. This is going to be fun.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Most popular mascot name in the state of Illinois.
Can I take
Go
a
ahead.
shot?
Go ahead.
I'd say tigers.
No.
Cougars.
No.
Nope.
It's a bird.
Eagles.
Yep.
Oh, my. I was an eagle.
Okay. I was an eagle.
Really?
Yep.
So was I. Jeff
Yes, you
Eagles.
were. We were all eagles at one time.
Yeah.
All right. Argo.
The Knots.
Judges.
Argonauts.
Argonauts, yes.
Yeah.
Hoopston.
The corn jerkers.
Corn jerkers,
Correct.
yes.
You ever seen their mascot? It's kind of scary looking.
Looks like a big ear of corn,
Yeah,
doesn't
but
it?
it's got the head looks like Frankenstein. DeKalb.
Barbs.
Correct. Freeport, New Berlin.
Pretzels.
Correct. Southwestern Community High School.
Pasaw birds.
Yep.
That's kind of
birds.
a scary looking bird too.
It is.
I
Pasaw
was
bird.
going to say thunderbirds.
No, it's the
'cause
Pasaw birds.
It's the birds. Okay.
Yeah, it's a mythical bird
Yeah.
that was on the bluffs in Alton.
Right.
It's got a human face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Lincoln's
rail
rail
splitters.
splitters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Remember when Norman Cook played there? You ever remember that name?
Norman Cook.
Oh, he was great.
I remember Brian Cook played for
That was
the
his son.
Illini,
That was his son.
At Lincoln.
That was his son.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Plano.
I don't know what Plano is.
I don't know.
Reapers.
The Reapers. Okay.
The Plano Reapers.
Yep.
Cobden.
The Apple Knockers.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they were famous. Went to the title game, and I'm trying to think, 62, 63, wasn't that right? Almost a Hoosiers type of thing.
Yeah. Fulton.
Doesn't ring a bell for me.
The Brushers.
Hold on.
What?
What did he say?
What?
Streamers is what.
Steamers.
Steamers. Is that right?
Steamers.
It is right.
Steamers.
The
Okay.
Fulton
Fulton
Steamers. Well, thank you to
Yeah.
the gallery outside.
Fisher.
The Bunnies.
Freebird.
Oh, hold on a second. The Fisher Bunnies?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Toon.
Green
Mark?
Wave.
Yay.
He would know that.
Coal City.
They're the Kohlers.
Correct.
The Kohlers. Like the Colons?
Yeah, that's it.
They wear little helmets with lights on them?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Carrying a canary.
Yeah.
You used to be a coach in Cahokia, the football coach.
Yeah.
And before the games, he would get suited up.
Like a football player?
Well,
With his hard hat.
He put on elbow pads and gloves, and he had a hard hat that was just like their football helmets, and he'd get suited up before every game.
He just
and,
retired 2 years ago.
I tell you what, man.
He's going to work. That's what he always said.
Yeah, their players and their fans would go absolutely nuts
The
when he got
Cahokia
suited up.
Comanches.
Because, yeah.
I've watched many games in Cahokia.
Yeah. All right, Roxana.
Funny story.
The Roxana
about,
Shells.
Yeah, the Shells.
I've got my brains beat out more than once by the Roxana
I
Shells.
have a funny story about Cahokia football.
Okay. All right.
I'll relate
All
it
right.
after the
All
show.
right. Okay. It was one of those stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlie Race was a coach over there at
Charlie
Roxana.
Rich.
He
Charlie
was
Rich.
legally blind.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're in the sideline one night, and he came up to me and he goes, "Son," he said, "we may be small, but we're slow."
Charlie was a great one.
I did a football game in Roxana one time.
Yeah.
Called a football game in Roxana. Well, it was just at the advent of bag phones.
Yeah.
You know, you had to always order a phone line.
Sure.
Well, I get over there, and there's no phone line. They didn't install
Right.
it. I was like, oh. So the AD over there, he goes, you know what? Just pull your van up on the track, and you can sit on top of your van and do the game. So that's what I did with a bag phone.
That's
Sit on
fantastic. They were in our conference. They were right next door to us in Bethalto
Yeah.
and played Roxana my whole life.
All right, Elk Grove.
No idea.
Buffalo?
Grenadiers.
The Grenadiers. Okay.
Sumner.
No idea.
No.
Arabs.
No.
I bet they're not the Arabs anymore.
Well, no, they combined with Bridgeport. Bridgeport was a bulldog. Some was Arab, so they come up with a mascot of an Egyptian dog, a Saluki.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
New Harmony.
No idea.
No clue.
Rapites.
Rapites.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is that what the religious order that was there for years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rochelle.
No idea.
Mm-mm.
Hubs.
Okay.
Morton.
The Salts?
Nope.
the Pumpkins.
Nope. Potters.
Potters.
That's all I got.
Wow, that was good.
And of course, you got the Totopoulos wooden shoes.
There's a really
You have
Flaming
the
Hearts.
Flaming Hearts, which ironically is a gang symbol. The
My
Flaming
favorite-
Heart.
my
and you got
favorite-
the Egyptian pharaohs.
My favorite are the girls' teams. Centralia Orphan Annies, because of the orphans. My favorite, though, is Bunker Hill. They're the Minute Men and the Minute Maids.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that great?
We're
Well-
the only mules in the state of Illinois.
We're the only mules in the state of Illinois?
Well, Vandalia is the Vandals. Are there any other Vandals in the state?
Several
I don't
listed
know.
there. There's an interesting website, and you get it through the ihsa.org about all the old-timey ones. before
Well, we
they
told you about WIT,
consolidated.
the Speed Boys.
Right.
Yep.
There's been a lot of change. Just because of
consolidation,
political correctness, too.
Did a lot of it.
Ken Ody's always fun to have you here. I wish I could have you every day. Really do. You do a wonderful job for us in covering city council and school board and Wayne County, and we're glad to have you, and we're so happy to have you here every Wednesday.
Always a pleasure.
But you won't be here next Wednesday unless you want to come with us. We're going to go out and
we're headed on the road.
yeah, we're going to go out on the road and see some FFA folks over at Wayne City. The
All
whole
right.
county's over there. So
We can do her.
we'll be back tomorrow morning.
Do
Thank
it.
you, Ken.
The proud voice of the Fairfield Mules and the leader in southeastern Illinois sports. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, 104.9.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center. Free motion-based upgrades or save up to $900 on select Serta or iComfort mattress sets through September 9th at Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Puerto Rico is in the path of Tropical Storm Dorian with landfall or close to it expected this afternoon.
Even if the center of the storm does not go over Puerto Rico, they will experience strong tropical storm force winds with possible wind gusts to hurricane force.
Up to 10 inches of rain and maybe flash flooding, too, says Dennis Felcom, the National Hurricane Center. Dorian's on track to hit the Bahamas tomorrow and then Florida over the weekend. At least 23 people are killed in an arson attack at a bar in Mexico.
People scrambling to escape as flames ripped through Bar Caballo Blanco in the southern Gulf town of Coatzacoalcos, killing 8 women, 15 men. The Veracruz governor suggesting the violence might be tied to a gang dispute.
Fox's Lillian Wu. Husband and wife murder suspects are on the run after overpowering 2 guards in Utah. They were being driven from New York to Arizona, where they were accused of killing a man in April. They were arrested in New York in May. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Jeff Vaughn with today's news headlines. The Fairfield City Council heard from the city's electrical engineer last night, who said underground distribution and transmission lines are deteriorating and pose an immediate risk of outages. The council authorized corrective work to begin immediately, but electrical grid upgrades are expected to be costly. In other business, the council discussed the city's yard waste pickup service at length. Alderman said several neighboring communities don't offer the service, but the city would like it to. This church will host its semi-annual homecoming dress giveaway on September 20.